Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for EU4 as we continue our run through with the Navajo in the New World. And as you can see, the rest of the world, or we don't know about the rest of the world yet, which, makes sense. But it also appears that the rest of the world doesn't know about us yet. So that is a thing. But anyway, let's get into here. I think we're doing mostly okay. Our name is reasonably large, although Kiowa up here is getting bigger than us. Apache's getting pretty big. We still don't have all this land that we have sort of claimed, if you will, but I think we can definitely keep working towards that. We are getting our tribal development up to try and continue to claim things as we can. It might not be a bad idea to just, because I waited till we got to 2 development to claim this province. It might not be a bad idea to just claim these provinces as quickly as we can. Because every province we claim, in theory, gives us a little bit more money, right? And more money is going to help us with other things. And then we can increase their development later on, maybe. Something like that. I don't know. I'm leaning towards that idea of just try to claim as much as we can, get as big as we can. And then, maybe the last couple we can save up a little bit more. But at least these early ones, we just really need to get big, I think, in order to be kind of a presence on this map. Another thing that I was just noticing before I kind of jumped into here was that we are one admin tech away from being able to unlock national ideas. Obviously, national ideas are typically pretty good. I don't know which ideas we would go for. I was looking at this a little bit. I mean, obviously, some of the ones like exploration, where we get colonists, would be kind of useless for us. Same thing with where's the other one? Expansion. We can't use colonists, right? There is one up here for indigenous ideas that gives us more tribal development growth. That might not be bad. So we'll take a look at some of those things for sure. Other than that, I mean, we do have enough technology points to go ahead and grab the next admin, right? And start getting our idea group. I was going to think about waiting a little bit. I mean, the most we've seen so far is 20% neighbor bonus reduction. So we're only 5% away from that. I don't expect us to get feudalism or renaissance anytime soon. So I'm definitely not waiting for those. We're not ahead of time or anything like that, right? So we don't lose anything from there. So it's really just the neighbor bonus that would drop this a little bit, and it's really not going to drop it that much in the grand scheme of things, I do not think. So on that note, I am thinking that the very first thing we do here is just go ahead and grab our next admin tech, be able to get us an idea group, and kind of go from there. So let's do that. Let's grab our national ideas, which opens up, obviously, the idea group, and then we're going to come in here. So what are ones that would be good for us? I mean, economic ideas is almost always good for everybody. Getting a little bit more national tax. Right now, our taxation is 2.27, so getting 15% more of that would be really nice. We can go trade ideas, getting a little bit more global trade power, even though our trade power is very small. I mean, presumably that would add a little bit. Administrative advisor, we don't care about that as much right now. Humanist, it's not going to help us. The very first tick is not going to help us that much. I mean, some of these are going to help us if we were to develop, further into the tree, but I'm kind of looking at the ones that are going to help us right now. Expansion, we already talked about, does not help us. Don't really need the missionaries. Prestige decay, I'm not super worried about right this second. Claim fabrication, I don't care about. Diplomats, we don't really need. We're not really using all of our diplomats right now. Again, I talked about the global trade power. The thing about this one is we get another merchant. We're not even using the 2 merchants we have today, although I should double check to make sure we haven't gotten in a position where we could use another merchant. We don't have a navy. We don't have any vassals. Power projection from insults. I mean, we could start insulting people, I suppose. We're not getting mercenaries. I mean, any of these other ones are usually pretty good, though. More national manpower would obviously help us stay in the lead for our what am I trying to say? Federation here. And that would be decent, but we're in the lead right now, and we can always get in the lead by getting more land as well, because that'll increase our manpower. Infantry combat, always typically good, although we haven't been at war, right? We just have not been doing war stuff. Army for tradition, land leader shock. I mean, any of these are good. I think the one that we want, though, is this indigenous ideas, because this will give us more tribal development growth and let us get more land right away. So I think this is the one we want. Now, the other thing that we can stack with this, and if we were to fill this one out, we do get more institution spread. At some point, we will start getting institutions, and getting those to spread quicker would be a good idea, I think. Obviously, getting up to morale of armies, but this one also gives us a national manpower modifier. Cheaper idea cost is not bad. So I think there are definitely some benefits here, and that very first one is just probably the most powerful one here. There's also ones we can combo here. For example, if I were to go back and go with trade ideas, we can get a little bit more colonial range, which we don't care about, but the trade range, could help. We could go with, what was I talking about? Economic ideas, which will give us more morale of armies. always good to have more morale armies and cheaper infantry. Can't go wrong with that. The only other one I was looking at this list. The only one I'm not sure about is there's one called the Indigenous Development Act. It's about halfway down. I can't point to it. It's down there, about halfway down. And it says it stacks with infrastructure ideas. And it gives you cheaper development costs and better institution spread by 33%. Problem is, unless I'm completely blind, which is very likely, I don't see infrastructure ideas anywhere in here. So I'm extremely confused about what in the world that one is. Is it possible that it's just named something else when you're native? Let's see here. We got, how many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 here. I like the canoe expertise. Towards the bottom. Make sure I count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 14, like I said. And there's 12, 17 here. So I didn't think it was exactly 1-to-1. I don't know what infrastructure ideas is. No idea. I don't think I'm blind. I don't think I'm just not seeing it. Very confused about that one. But I think we take this one. I think this is exactly what we want. I don't think we get the Battlefield Land right away, do we? Or is that the first one we do get? Or do we just get the idea group as a whole initially? I can't remember exactly. It's been so long. No, okay, we do get... Oh, we have to use military power to unlock this. Okay. Just for a second. Just having it, does that do anything? Interesting that we get more prestige from land battleships because of our southwestern traditions. I don't think we just get anything just for having it. I forgot that these are military power, though. Wait a minute. No. I don't think we get anything just for existing. I do think we want this, though, right? We want that tribal development. That's the whole point. We could take the next one. We don't need attrition for enemies right now, though. I keep forgetting how national ideas work, to be honest, that it takes up these points. It's been so long since I have messed with them. We still could take more technologies. Obviously, we could still take this one or this one down here. The only reason I would take the trade range is if for some reason the trade, because we're in the Rio Grande. What was the other one that we could, maybe California? Oh, we got a guy in California right now. So we're already collecting from here. Oh, okay, never mind. Rio Grande is down that way, sorry. Are we in the California trade node? Is that where we are? I actually don't remember. How do I see trade node trade? Yeah, so we are in the California trade node. So the other one we could pull from is this one, which, yeah, I mean, if we could pull more stuff this direction, that wouldn't be bad because most of it is going that direction, I suppose. But we can't go to this one because we need what? 200 and we're at 3. We need 300, we're at 200. So increasing our trade range would not be a bad idea. But this technology will only increase it by 10. Yeah, which is not enough, obviously. We would definitely need quite a bit more. I mean, taking the trade idea group at some point would give us, how much was it? Well, it would go 50% more. So we'd have to be 3 levels into it in order to be able to pull from the Rio Grande, which it wouldn't be that much money. It's just, at some point we want to do that. All right, so that's that. We can invest more ideas. I'm going to hold off on that because I do think we want to stay up with the military technologies for a bit longer. And the next idea doesn't really help us that much. Although the only reason to take it would be if we can grab this thing quicker, right? If we get 2 more ideas, then this thing does become cheaper, and that is a better thing for us. But no, we're actually not ready for the next military one. But yeah, we only have 1 neighbor bonus at the moment, so we can get a little bit cheaper on this one. We'll hold off on that. I still don't think it's worth creating the state, correct? Redevelopment we're taking from state. Central Valley. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it costs us 8. And, oh no, I'm sorry. I misread this last time. It will increase our income by about 0.3. So no, this is absolutely worth it. So we will definitely grab that and turn that into a state. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm glad I looked at that. Anything else we want to do? I think we're capped on our military at the moment. We're at 5 of 5. We got our leader. I think we've already drilled up as much as we can. Well, it's starting to decay a little bit, but we could definitely drill up a little bit more later. I'll let it decay a little bit more. No, we're going to hold off. We're going to just run through this. Really just waiting for this development to start ticking back up a bit more. All right, losing stability, gaining and losing 1 base tax to gain 2 base tax elsewhere. I mean, I think we need this development, in my opinion. And I could be completely wrong, but it just feels like 2 for 1. All we're losing is stability, which is not great. Don't get me wrong. I would rather not lose stability, but gaining base tax. So gaining a tax, let's see, if I were to gain base tax in this one, for example, which would be this one, right? That would be 92 admin. And this one would be 112. So we're talking 200 admin, right? So I lose 1 stability and I can get stability back for, where is it? Sorry. There we go. For less than 200 admin. It is admin. Sorry, that is correct. Yeah, no, that's fine. I think losing that here, which is very high. Don't get me wrong. It's very good to have this much admin, or I mean, this much base tax there. I just think 2 more base tax as a whole is just better. Yep. Black news indeed. We did get a stability drop. I do want to boost that back up as soon as we can. So we're going to go ahead and boost this back up to 1. Just in general, just feels good to sit at 1 as much as you can. Alliance for Yakuts. I don't really care about the alliances with you, my friend, because, I mean, we do have more room, but you're part of my federation. Do I really need an alliance with somebody who's in my federation? It feels... Oh, you're in the lead right now. Yakuts. Why are you in the lead? How do you have more manpower than I do when I have 3 provinces? I mean, I get that we're not getting any manpower from this one. Okay, we're getting a little bit of manpower from this one, but not a lot. We're getting a little bit from that one, and we are getting very little from that one. But I have 3 provinces. How do you have... I guess you have multipliers, right? You must have some really good multipliers. I mean, you're getting 2,000 just from your main province, to be fair. I'm going to hold off on the alliance with you for now. I just don't know if there's a huge value in being alliance. Wow, you are growing over here. Like a lot. I'm assuming you're the leader of your federation. You are. Alright, alright. Really just need to get this up to 1 so I can just go ahead and grab us another province and keep moving that way. I hate that we're losing our ticks here. Oh, is it going up still because of other reasons? Wait, boss. Really? No, I'll lose the ducats here. Did it go back up now? Yeah, okay. It was just a temporary thing, I guess. Alright, I'll keep pushing along. Keep discovering agents. How are the Apache doing on them? I like kind of keep an eye on them because where their technology is probably approximately where our technology should be. I mean, they're at 544. We're at 535, which I'm okay with again. We still got potential to get 1 more neighbor bonus for this one. So I'm still okay with holding off on that until we just absolutely have to pop it. This one, I mean, we still got a long ways to go before getting good neighbor bonuses from there. Age of Reform, which in theory is not going to have anything to do with us because we're so far away from anybody that it matters. How are we looking here? We're very close to being able to cap out here. And get us another province. I mean, maybe I should be saving up. I still think it's going to be okay to just pop these as soon as we're able to. Can we pop it before all of them are 1? Just out of curiosity. Looks like we can. I think it's okay for us to still try to get them all to 1, though. At the very least. We're waiting like 2 or 3 more months at max, right? Before they all get to 1. And then we can kind of go from there. I don't think it really matters one bit which one of these we take. So I'll take this one. I mean, there's so much... The trade goods in all of these are just absolute garbage until we can get up to the salt up there. These are all pretty garbage. I mean, maybe we do want to make a beeline for the salt, but that really spreads us thin. Still, all of these are just bad land, quite frankly. I mean, these two are going to be terrible. Once we can get up to here, we're at least getting into some just dry lands as opposed to just straight up desert. This one up here is mountains, which not great either. Honestly, none of this land is amazing, but we'll take this one, I think. Is that another state? I guess I could have checked that. Do I have a state map down here? I do not have one set up down here. I could set one up if I cared, but I don't think it matters that much. I have an unassigned merchant. Oh, because we can now... Is this within our trade range now? Rio Grande? No, why does it say I have unassigned merchants? Oh, Hudson Bay. What? No, that doesn't make sense. No, I'm not in a different trade node. I mean, we might be closer. Well, we're not closer because it's from our capital, isn't it? I don't know why it's saying unassigned merchant. I'm kind of confused by that. But I can make a state. And is it beneficial for us to make a state? Not currently. I'll hold off for a little bit. I need to get a state map mode. I don't think we care about the devastation map mode anymore. So, how do I replace this? Right click to select a new one. Add another map mode. State edicts? No, although state edicts. Can we do state edicts? I'm actually curious about that. States and territories. Okay, so what am I looking at here? Yeah, so you're in a different state. That makes sense. This is Central Valley. These are California, Alta California, and this is Arizona. Okay, fair enough. If I get more Arizona, that would be beneficial to us, I suppose. Because this is in all of this is Arizona. So getting some more of these would give us a little bit more value for this statehood down the road. So we got some provincial unrest. I'm not super concerned about unrest, to be honest. I don't think it's ever going to become a thing that's troublesome to us. I can build improvements. Awesome. Let's do that. I think we still want the tribal development growth right now. Continue to expand as quickly as we possibly can. Did we not put one here yet? I guess not. All right, we'll grab one there. Truce is about to expire. Do you have a free advisor slot? We're over 3 gold. You know what? I am going to go ahead and grab some advisor. I think that'll be okay. Anything that's just really cheaper that would help us a lot. I mean, trade efficiency might help a little bit. Where do we get it more from? Trade or production? More from trade, actually. A little bit more Diplo. I mean, it's not terrible. Production efficiency. National unrest, I don't really care about right this second. I think either production efficiency or the other one. I mean, land force limit could also be decent because, of course, that'll help us just look better. We're going to grab... Oh, I need a little bit more ducats to be able to grab it in the first place. So we will do that. I mean, I probably should make more gold before I get us an advisor, but I don't know. But hey, just some free base tax. I'm 100% okay with that. Okay, I was going to say, I thought it was just a autonomy thing, probably. So now it is actually worthwhile to go ahead and state this. In theory. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the... I think I'm going to grab the trade efficiency. I don't know exactly how this maths out to how much money we get. I'm sure there's probably ways to figure that out. But in theory, everything's going to be helpful here. Because we're at, what, 0.9 gold right now. So let's see how much this actually gets us. Plus it gives us some more Diplo, which was our lowest. All right, what are we up to? 0.96. I mean, you know, he's helping a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. How are we looking on force limits? We can go up to 7 now. We might want to just keep up at the force limit just in case some things start taking off. Oh, hello, Pima. What are you doing over here? Go away, my friend. Alliance Mescalero. I don't think we care about that. I still don't... What am I missing here about the unassigned merchant? We can't collect from trade. We can't transfer. from there. We don't want to recall that merchant. That would be dumb. The closest one has to be the Rio Grande, and it is too far away. So I don't know if I completely understand what in the world is going on. All right, so he did move away from our land. Thank you, sir. Where the legend begins. Pause. Let's see here. Lose some manpower, lose some ducats, lose some local unrest, which would be, not bad. Gain some yearly prestige, which would not really quite get us back to the positive. Or until the end of the game, it gets a sacred cave, which gives us local unrest, yearly prestige. Which does mean it will get more autonomy here. Like, it progressively just starts stacking up autonomy, which... Yeah, currently it's going down by 0.15. So gaining at 0.1, in theory, would mean it's not going to go up, right? So that's fine. Yeah. I mean, to the rest of the game, that's not bad. Sure, why not? So we're looking at... where's my autonomy? I was just looking at it. There we go. So we're looking at minus 0.05, which is perfect. And then prestige is going to start dropping by even less, in theory. Yeah, 0.13. That's not bad. Again, till the rest of the game, till the end of the game, it seems pretty cool. Gain ceremonial fire pit. Ceremonial fire pit, one of our buildings? Yeah. Cheaper advisor costs. Monthly reform progress from buildings. I mean, why not? A free building. Receive extra merchants. Gets rush of merchants until for 5 years, which gives us more trade efficiency or national tax modifier. We are getting more money from what? From trade still. So I'm going to go for the trade. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. We're getting more money from taxation. We'll grab the tax modifier. Pause. I want to check something real quick. So mission has been fulfilled here, which is what? This one? Holy people. We get some permanent claims. What was the... Oh, we just had to have ceremonial fire pit anywhere. Okay. Permanent claims. I like it. Fine, why not? Anything else that's ready to go? Not really. If we get a sweat lodge, we can get us a medicine wheel. We give us more missionary strength. Whatever that's worth. Okay. And then... So our advisors should be cheaper now. So we're actually back up to making some halfway decent money. And actually other advisors, in theory, are now cheaper. So if we go back to not government, if we go back to our court... Yeah, these are only 0.66 apiece. I think it's fine to go ahead and grab the other two then. I'm going to grab the land force limit. Who are you? It's a different culture. I'm going to grab the land force limit because I want to make sure that we stay above these guys, which we are currently. Maybe I don't need to stress that much. Maybe the land maintenance would be just more money. You know what? Let's take the land maintenance. But I do want to grab both of these because with the cheaper advisors, this just feels like it makes perfect sense. And then production efficiency, I guess, is the only one that's going to be sort of beneficial right now. I don't think we need the unrest. I could be wrong. Watch. It's going to backfire on me. But any of these at a good point right now? Not really. We can still wait for a little bit longer for pretty much all of these, I think. Your merchant can be used to divert trade from trade nodes where you have trade power in any direction you choose, or to collect revenue from your home trade node. You currently have idle merchants. Select a trade node and assign your merchant a task there to take advantage of this. Yeah, again, it's telling me we have this, but we don't have a way to expand that. I could dismiss this, but at some point, I kind of want to keep being reminded by the fact that that exists, so that someday I can collect trade from the right thing. Conquest CB. So we're definitely dropped our money quite a bit by doing all that, but I think we're okay with this. Do we want Diplo or military? That's a good question. I feel like military is just almost always just what you're going to need the most of the time. Do we get more Diplo power if we have max alliances? There's a 0 there. I should check that. I did not know that that was a thing. Was that always a thing? Maybe it is a thing. I mean, we're further behind on the Diplo, to be fair, and eventually this will matter. Like, we will want this at some point. All right, let's go Diplo, I guess. Either way, Pima's opinion goes up. All right, pause for a second. Let's check this thing and see where we can get some alliances then. Because maybe that is still a good thing for us. Offer alliance to... I mean, we can offer alliance to the Yakuts dude. Let's go ahead and bring you back. Did it just not register that I have you back now? Yeah, okay, it just did not register. Shoshone is actually... Where are you guys? I mean, you're so far away that it wouldn't matter. Lipan? Yeah, I mean, it could become a thing down the road. You never know. Yeah, why not? I mean, they're not super helpful, but if we got into war with any of these guys over here, maybe they could be helpful. Because they're not in our... I'm not blind, right? They're not in our thing. No. And then, honestly, these guys up here, not super helpful right now, but maybe... I mean, it could. If we just developed a... I feel like an alliance with these guys is more valuable than an alliance with our Federation. I just can't imagine our... I mean, can our Federation turn against us? I actually don't know if that's a thing. All right, we gotta wait for a guy to come back. Offer alliance. Sure. We'll grab you, and then... So that puts us at... 4-4. Okay, no, so the diplomatic relations doesn't add anything, but I don't think it was bad to get those out there. I think I'm still okay with the fact that we did that. Oh, I should check this. We're almost back up to where we get another one of those, and we're almost back up to where we get that. That is good. Again, I think only one of those needs to be one for us to be able to expand out. I think I'm just going to gain the corruption. I think that's going to be fine. It'll bleed off. Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. We should be more cautious. Okay. These are almost capped out. Technically, we could go now, but again, I think I'll wait till all three of them are above 1. Come on, one more. It's weird that it's random. Here we go. Again, I probably don't need to wait for that, but I don't know. It's kind of the thing I want to do. So this, I think these are both Arizona, right? So it doesn't matter which one we go for, really. I mean, at some point, I do want to grab this one just to keep that guy from continuing to come up here. But I think we'll grab... I don't know if it really matters here. If I grab one of these down here, then people won't be able to expand up in there. But if I grab this one, this gives me option to come up this way or that one. I think this is fine. Continue to expand where we can. So these cultures are not our culture, technically. And they're not an accepted culture. How do we get you to become an accepted culture again? It's not religion, is it? Where is it? Cultures. I forget where cultures is. Can we add policies? No. I don't remember where cultures are. Ah, there we go. If we promote this to being an accepted culture, I feel like, I mean, that's the right move. I mean, the other option is to start converting these, right? Changing cultures. Which, we could change to Navajo. Give us less opinion with countries of the same culture, which is 2 of our guys, but maybe it's just better to promote all Navajo here. Actually, this one's not even the same one. Yeah, just having this as a separate culture has actually been bad this whole time. You know what? We're going to convert this one just because I want to see kind of some of the negatives. Oh, it's going to cost us Diplo. Well, we got Diplo, though. I think we're fine. I can spend 112 Diplo there, 82 there, 45 there, and 60 there. So that's what 300, something like that? Or I could just come in here and click this button for 100 Diplo. And it will just become an accepted culture. Most of our development is from this culture. Yeah, this is bad, actually. I'm going to promote this culture. No penalties. Now we could change this to our primary. But now that you're an accepted culture, what does that do for us? No penalties, right? Like there's no reason to change this now. I think that was a good move. If we look at cultures here, all of this is Pimon, Paimon, or whatever how you say that, until we get up to here, which is these are also Navajo. So now we have 2 accepted culture, and the 2 cultures we have are the 2 cultures we would be getting from any of the land we can go through. So I think that was the right move. Cool. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. I went way over. Sorry, I got into that culture thing for a minute there. We're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, though, I just realized I left my face on this whole time. I apologize. I've been blocking words and things. Very much apologize. I promise I will remove the face the next time. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.